Snakes are not an animal group typically celebrated. Very few people appreciate snakes as the marvels of natural engineering that they are. Many are wary of them, while some are badly frightened at the thought. The fright that follows the calling of these wonderful creatures is justified, as a select few of them are capable of being potentially deadly. But like all fears relating to wildlife, the terror of these wonderful reptiles is only made worse by superstitions and a fair amount of inaccurate information. The serpent has been known to have some of the most beautiful physiques, while possessing, in some cases, even more lethal defense mechanisms. With over 3,000 species in existence, about 600 species are venomous, and only about 7% of these can kill or significantly wound a human. In this video, we will be ranking the 10 most colorful snakes ever recorded. Don't forget to join the adventure by hitting that subscribe button. Also like and leave us a comment. Number 10. Emerald Tree Boa. Coming in at number 10 is none other than the absolutely breathtaking Emerald Tree Boa. This snake's name suits it perfectly and refers to its emerald green coloration. This green base body color is accentuated and broken up by small, irregular, zigzagging white lines that almost look like tiny lightning bolts. Interestingly, the Emerald Tree Boa is not bright green from birth. As babies and juveniles, these snakes are more orange and redder in color. Eventually, as they age, their true emerald color sets in, usually by the time they are around a year old. The snake's eyes are a similar greenish-yellow shade with typical thin, slit-shaped pupils. As their name suggests, Emerald Tree Boas are highly arboreal and skilled, muscular-bodied climbers. They are native to South America, mainly living in parts of Brazil, Venezuela, the Guianas, and Colombia, both in and around the Amazon rainforest. These beauties are luckily non-venomous, but their bites could be really painful. Despite being non-venomous, Emerald Tree Boas are skilled and efficient hunters. They are nocturnal and hunt late at night, hiding amongst the branches and waiting to ambush any small rodents, lizards, frogs, and birds that cross their path. Number 9. Butterfly Viper. For our first viper on the list, we will be looking at the highly venomous yet visually stunning butterfly viper, also known as the rhinoceros viper. Despite its limited geographical range, the snake has become popular for its unique patterning and coloration. Also, another unique feature of this snake is the protruding nasal scales that resemble tiny horns. This short yet heavily bodied snake is both colorful and generously patterned, possessing an ornate bluish-green diamond and hourglass-shaped markings running down the length of the brown and olive-green body. On the top of its head typically is a black diamond-shaped or triangular splotch, with its trademark horns at the tip of its nose. Butterfly vipers live only in West and Central Africa, mainly in countries like Ghana, Sudan, Cameroon, and Uganda. More specifically, it resides in densely forested areas near water, where it hides amongst the foliage and leaf litter on the forest floor during the day and comes out to hunt at night. The butterfly viper's venom is both hemotoxic and neurotoxic, meaning that its venom is capable of causing damage to both the circulatory system, which includes the heart, and the nervous system comprising the brain, a deadly and potent combination that it uses to take down prey with unbelievable efficiency. Fortunately, an antivenom does exist, but you still definitely want to avoid this beauty when it slithers by. Number 8. California Red-Sided Garter. Shocked that a garter made the list? Well, the California Red-Sided Garter is much more brightly colored than your typical garter snake, with its vivid blue or yellow stripes stretching across its brightly colored red body. The serpent's head is typically bright red as well, making it stand out against the pale, swampy habitat in which it lives. As its name suggests, this beautiful snake mostly lives throughout California, usually along the coast in low-lying swamplands and marshes, never far from water. Like most typical garter snakes, they are strong swimmers and skilled hunters. They primarily feed on small amphibians, fish, rodents, and sometimes birds. Aside from its more unique coloration, the California red-sided garter snake's venom is very mild and therefore not harmful to humans. The snake itself is not very aggressive with humans. They are quite small, the largest being at around 2 feet in length. Number 7. Indian Cobra. Being perhaps the most recognized of all snakes, the Indian cobra is the perfect epitome of the phrase beautiful and dangerous. It is stunning, yet incredibly aggressive and deadly. It has a few additional names, such as the Asian cobra, or more notably, the spectacled cobra, thanks to its strange, bespectacled, eye-shaped markings on the back of its hood. This species is also one of the larger cobra species, always reaching about 5 feet in length and being quite heavy-bodied. Regardless of its dull coloration of brown and gray, the Indian cobra made this list due to its incredible scale patterning, massive hood, and large size. According to its name, this serpent is native to India, as well as a few surrounding countries like Pakistan, Nepal, and Sri Lanka. The snake's venom is powerful and deadly, also neurotoxic and cardiotoxic. Notably, the Indian cobra is one of the famous Big Four snakes that cause the most bites and human deaths in India. Number 6. Rough-scaled bush viper. The next on the list is the rough-scaled bush viper, also known as the hairy scaled bush viper. It is unique for its strange, yet beautifully looking outward-pointing, collapsing scales, which gives it a striking dragon-like appearance. Like most vipers, these particular snakes are brightly colored with flat and broad heads and large and protruding eyes. The colors of these snakes vary from light greens and yellows to oranges, browns, and grays. It is found mainly in hot and humid rainforests in western and central Africa in countries like Cameroon, Nigeria, Uganda, Kenya, and Guyana. Though these vipers are not really aggressive towards humans, they possess highly potent hemotoxic venom. Only a few deaths have been attributed to these species. Number 5. Blue Malaysian coral snake. These beautiful yet highly venomous snakes are, like several others on this list, also native to Southeast Asia. Their coloration is absolutely stunning, with bright blood-red heads and tails, bluish-black bodies, and thin sky blue stripes running down the snake's sides. They spend most of their time burrowing in the dirt and living in their heavily forested mountainous habitats. These, like most other vipers, possess highly cytotoxic venoms, which are capable of causing severe harm to humans. Fortunately, this is scarcely heard of, as their preference lies not with humans, but with smaller snakes. These beauties are best admired from afar, as there is currently no antidote or anti-venom to treat their powerful bites. Number 4. Paradise flying snake. There are several flying snake species, but the paradise flying snake is the most stunning of them all, possessing visually striking scales all over them. These snakes do not necessarily fly, rather, they glide short distances from tree to tree. The most remarkable thing about these snakes is not just that they flatten their bodies and make them more aerodynamic to enable their flight, or rather glide, but also their vivid coloration, which is on display as they glide from tree to tree. Typically, though, this snake has a spotted appearance, with alternating colors of green, orange, yellow, and red. The snake's head also has horizontal stripes in addition to its tiny spots. They are highly arboreal and mainly live in humid forests throughout southeastern Asia. A helmet is advised when visiting the habitats of these wonderful creatures. Number 3. Eyelash Viper. Of all the absolutely gorgeous vipers, consisting of a wide variety of colorful, striking, and unique species, one of the most notable and beautiful varieties is the eyelash viper. This scary, usually electric yellow snake has protruding eyelash-like scales just above its large eyes. They reside mostly in Central and South America. Its habitat is a densely forested area close to water. Research makes us believe that its eyelashes help it camouflage itself. These vipers are accurate and expert hunters. Fortunately, despite their venomous nature and extremely sharp fangs, they are not aggressive towards humans, as they feed instead on smaller animals like frogs, rodents, lizards, and occasionally birds. Number 2. Rainbow snake. The rainbow snake, also known as the eel moccasin, is one of the snakes with a name that fits it perfectly. These mostly aquatic snakes have a truly mesmerizing coloration, particularly on their sides and bellies, with alternating scale colors of bright red, yellow, black, brown, and orange. There were originally 2 subspecies, but unfortunately the other went extinct as of 2011. These serpents lead a reclusive lifestyle, choosing instead to stay hidden in the water bodies amongst the dense plants in the marshes and swamps of their habitat throughout the southeastern United States of America. They are surprisingly docile towards humans and prefer instead to go for their semi-aquatic prey like the frogs and salamanders. As far as snakes go, the rainbow snake is quite large and muscular, but surprisingly harmless to anything besides their tiny frog or toad prey. Number 1. Sunbeam Snake. Last but certainly not least, we conclude with the exceptional sunbeam snake. Sunbeam snakes owe their beauty primarily to the highly luminous scales that cover their entire bodies. While their main body color is dull gray, black, or brown, this color transforms wildly in direct sunlight to a beautiful blend of colors adorning their whole bodies. They can be hard to find and very reclusive, majorly owing to their ability to be adapted to digging and burrowing underground. When they come up to the surface, however, to hunt for food in the evenings or early morning hours, they are an unforgettable sight as tiny rainbows dance across their scales in the sun as they slither about and constrict their unfortunate prey. Snakes are quite fascinating and are very beautiful creatures, but half of our choices for the most colorful snakes are highly venomous, and our best advice is that they should be admired from afar. In our opinion, these remarkable reptiles are nature's best way of balancing the scales, so to speak. Don't forget to like, drop us a comment on your preferred snake, and hit the subscribe button. Until next time, see ya.